So before we start this video, I need to address the elephant in the room. The rucksack. There's a reason why I got this rucksack. It's got all of today's food in pretty much. Yeah, it's got like plenty of food in because we're riding, and this isn't clickbait, we're riding from South to North Wales. Woo! I'm surprised I'm even meeting cars, if I'm honest. This is literally the back end of nowhere. Mid Wales always is. Well, not all of Mid Wales, but the lanes, like, you could be on them for hours and like not see a village. Okay, so I've just stopped for like my second kind of snack break, I guess. We're having like, I think I've got the wrapper here. These Quaker porridge oats flapjacks that I found, they're actually like on offer in the supermarket. They're actually pretty good. They're like 40 grams of carbs per flapjack, and their tagline is like porridge in a bar. And I'm not gonna lie, like it does actually, like, it's so stodgy that it does feel like, it does taste like it could be a porridge in a bar. First village I've seen in about an hour. Alright, I am somewhere between Lampeter and Aberystwyth. I'm 2.5 hours in, I've climbed 1,300 meters already. But thankfully it's kind of like a faster road now, and then we drop down into Aberystwyth, and then it's, dare I say, flat for a while until like Machynlleth, and then we've got to climb again. But right now though, we're just cruising along. Absolutely cruising. Enjoying it. Really enjoying it. Look at these houses. Just checking in. We are 4 hours into the epic ride. Across Wales. Well, it's not actually across Wales, is it? It's like from bottom to top. The tour series was hosted here a good few times. I've actually found like a nice bench to sit down on so I can actually rest. Just for a few minutes because I'm well ahead of schedule. I'm supposed to get to Carnarvon at like 4:30 to meet Charlie when she finishes work, and then I'm riding home with her, which is like another kind of 40 minutes from there. So yeah, in terms of schedule, like, I'm well up on it. I think this like slight tailwind has helped, but you can see in the far distance is kind of where we've come from there, really. And I've just come up this hill here. So yeah, nutrition wise, show you what I've had. So bearing in mind I've been on the go for like yeah, best part of 4 hours. I've not been riding hard, but this isn't like a training ride as such, so I'm not like, you know, there's no real purpose to this. I'm just going from A to B before any of you start saying that, you know, how does this fit into your training? Well, I'm being very clever about it. I'm not going very hard. I'm like, I think my normalized power is like 200 watts. My average is like 180, so it's like very low, like 3 watts per kilo. Zone 1, zone 2. On the climbs I'm like up to zone 2, just because you have to. Like, these climbs coming to Aberystwyth, at least on the lanes and stuff, they're just so steep, so you've got to be, you know, doing some effort to get over them. But yeah, in terms of food, I've had 4 of these. This is my 4th one. This is cinnamon flavour. They're giving me heartburn. They're actually giving me really bad heartburn. But I'm eating it anyway. And then I've got a banana. I've got a handful of dates left in this packet, so I thought I'd bring them with me. and I got wine gums. 400-gram packet. But most of the weight in this rucksack is food. But I've also got my iPad because I've got to do work at some point this weekend, and I wasn't going to bring my laptop this time. I learned the hard way. But some people were saying, "Oh, I brought a rucksack full of food when you can just stop in a cafe or stop in, stop in like petrol stations and stuff." There's not many petrol stations north of Aberystwyth, I have to say. Like, it's very kind of remote, anywhere further north than this. And anything could happen. Like, obviously I'm carrying my iPad because I need to do work, so I need to bring a rucksack anyway, but like, there's no way, like, if something happened, you know, if something happened between here and like North Wales, I would just suffer. So I brought emergency food. Emergency food. Alright, what's going on? We are about 4.5 to 5 hours in now. I'm about 3k from Machynlleth, which kind of leaves me with this last segment that I've really broken down into 3 sections. I don't know if you could see those 3 climbs that we've got. They're basically the 3 chunks I'm breaking this down into. So coming out of Machynlleth, we've got like a long drag on a fast descent to Dolgellau. That's going to be the first chunk. And to be honest, like, I've driven this road before, and I know that, like, it's fast in a car, it's not so fast on a bike. I'm conscious of fluid a bit because I didn't stop at the last service station, so I think I'm going to stop at the next one. Okay, in Machynlleth. It is known as the ancient capital of Wales. Or at least that's what it just said on the sign anyway. So now we start the first of kind of one of our very long climbs. Bigger than any climb we've done today, I think. It's hard to tell when you've only ever done this route in a car. Another fun fact, it's twinned with a town in Tanzania. I also just read that off a sign as well. Go. Get to the top in 5 hours. We've got around 90 kilometers to go. We've done 130-ish. So we're well on our way. Stopped off at a co-op about a mile outside of Machynlleth. Only problem is now I've got a big climb to go up and I've got 2 full bottles. Maybe that's a bad move. So from now on up, like maybe the next 70k is just going to be wild Wales. Like, it's just going to be rivers, mossy cliff faces, just general coolness. Big forests. Yeah. Smooth tarmac too. Lovely jubbly. The mist is closing in. I encourage everybody to ride a bike in North Wales. You've got to try it. It's beautiful. So this is the last climb until Dolgellau. It's the kind of the climb out of Tywyn. We've got a big mountain on our left. You can't even see the top of it. It's that big. Pretty sick with this mist. Although I can't really see the top of the climb either, so I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm halfway up that same climb. I'm glad I just turned around just to see if it was worth taking a photo. Look at this. Hey! Cheers, truck. I'm on a bit of a disgusting main road at the minute, viewers. I wouldn't recommend it. This is like the main road from like Dolgellau to Porthmadog. A fun fact again, that if I turned left there I could have gone around the coast and through Harlech. And in Harlech, that's where the climb they reckoned is the steepest climb in the world. Fun fact, I could have gone there today, but it would have added about an hour onto this trip. Don't worry, we will visit it soon. I'll take the KOM on it. I will. But current update. I've done obviously the big climb, well the first big climb. I've got like 2 left, or maybe 3. I don't know how that one's gonna feel when I get to it. Maybe it'll feel like 3. But yeah, we've got 2 hours 20 to get to Charlie, and I've got 60k to go, so I should do it. Last push. 1 in 6 after 7 hours, 1 in 6 climb. Stop watching this video right now, or rather open a new tab on your browser or like whatever. With 30k to go, I've come down this descent. Have a look at it. I've really got to climb it the other way. It's such a nice like flowing, well, twisty but flowing, if that makes any sense. It's one of those dream descents, smooth tarmac. And coming the other way, like I bet that'll be a really good like Strava segment for a climb to train on. And it's not even that far away either. Check it out. We're basically ending this ride now. Like riding the last kind of 40k through Snowdonia. And what a way to end. It is absolutely cracking. It is cracking. Well, that's it, that's the last climb done. We've got 205 kilometers on the Wahoo. I'm something satisfied about seeing the number 2 at the start of that. And 3,500 meters of climbing. Woo! Views are worth it now though. And there's a little cute railway running along here, which it's a shame the train isn't here for me to like race it, because I'm feeling quite good. 5k to go. There's CANON. So I told Charlie I'd be here at 4:30. I'll check the time right now. It is 4:24. You couldn't make it up. Do you want to know our stats though? Obviously we've still got to ride to Bangor, which is like another 40 minutes. But I'm literally on 7 hours 58, 217k, 5,000 kilojoules, 275 TSS, 3,800 meters of climbing. Yeah. So just a quick one before we lose the sun. I've ridden this bike now for the last like month. It's a very nice bike. You know, this kind of ride even just sets a standard. But I've also been riding these wheels that were sent to me by Nick from Chinlad Wheels on Instagram. You can check them out. this is his own kind of custom build. He builds custom wheels. He's built me another set with parts sourced mainly from the US. But this rim is his own rim. Rides very well. DT Swiss hubs. Another perfect ride to try those out as well. To be honest, it feels a bit surreal getting here, because I've been on the road all day, leaving the house at 7:30. Ooh, I've got an incoming call. Morning. And I thought I would turn this into one big jumble mega vlog because I had no idea what I was gonna feel like after yesterday's ride. But when I got here, when I arrived, we had a Domino's pizza, which obviously is not great nutrition wise. But after a 5,000 kilojoule ride, you could probably guess it was needed. I just went for like cheese and tomato, but there's a massive stack here because there's obviously like 7 of us or 6 of us in the house. So and everyone here is student as well. So proper student food, Domino's pizza. I just went for cheese and tomato, which is kind of like the lowest calorie option, and some Domino's cookies, which there's still like one left. There's none left. I feel fine, to be honest. I'm actually toying with the idea of going out on the bike again today, which some of you may think is crazy, but I've got to be honest, like, I feel I've come on, like, for those of you that saw that I rode back from Shrewsbury last week, I've come on leaps and bounds since then, really, in just a week, or a week and a bit. It's been 10 days. So I was absolutely in a box, and I'm sure a lot of you watched this video thinking, I want to see him in a box, I want to see him in the right state when he finishes, you know, pushing the boat out too much, and he's going to pay for it. Sorry if I disappointed. I actually played it a lot more cautiously yesterday, so my max heart rate for the whole ride was 140 beats per minute. My average was like 119, so like zone 1. Although the whole ride was actually kind of literally 50-50 zone 1, zone 2 power, so I spent like 4 hours in zone 2. Which is still like a fairly decent day if you think about it. If you went out and did 4 hours of zone 2, it's a fairly decent day, and then of course you had 4 hours of zone 1 after it. So also like the training stress as well, like I didn't actually have a lot of stress from that ride, like just under 300, but it's a different kind of stress, you know. So the stress I had in that ride compared to if I did like a 300 TSS race, which is obviously like half the time, you know, it'd be like a 4-hour race or whatever, you know, it's obviously a lot different. So that's something I can't emphasize enough, because a lot of you will be like, yes, well, you know, you weren't going that hard, so you're probably not fatigued, but you get fatigued just from doing the same movement pattern the whole time. So if you know, same goes if you arm wrestled for 12 hours straight, you'd have a very, very sore arm. So it's like, you know, it's just general fatigue, and it's also general conditioning as well. That's kind of what the ride turned into. You know, it wasn't really meant to be a training ride. It was just meant to be like, get up your ride and just general conditioning. So today, like, depends on how I feel, because this is the other thing as well, and regular viewers of my videos will know that I don't periodize my training in days, I periodize it in hours. So hence why a lot of people enjoy doing double days, so they train in the morning and in the evening. I won't go into too much detail, like, but I won't, if I am going to ride today, I won't ride until tonight, like this afternoon, like 3 o'clock onwards, because basically if I ride this morning,
it's only going to be like 14 hours or so until 14 hours of recovery since the end of yesterday's ride. So you see, if I ride this morning now, I'm gonna feel crap, or I might feel crap, and the reason for me feeling crap is because I've only had 14 hours of recovery from an 8.5 hour ride. So perspective is everything again. Like, if I'm gonna ride, I'm gonna ride later on, which means it gives me almost 24 hours since I finished the ride. So recovery would have been, you know, a little bit better. In terms of nutrition today, like, I mean, at the minute I don't feel hungry. I've had like one slice of pizza for breakfast because it had to be finished. Again, not ideal nutrition. I'm not telling you that that's how I eat every single day, but that's the reality. So, you know, what I'm not going to sit here saying I had porridge for breakfast when I didn't. I had this slice of pizza. So the we've got like 6 days until the Zwift Champs. As I'm recording this, obviously this video won't go up until like next Monday, next Tuesday, which is when you're probably watching it. So by that time we're only gonna have like 2 or 3 days till the British Champs. But it got such big attention, actually, that ride yesterday on Strava. It got like over 300 kudos, likes, whatever you want to call it, and like loads of comments. And it's funny how like it gets more likes and more attention than like a race, or if I did well in a race, which is like pretty strange. But I'd love to do stuff like that. Like, I love touring. But anyway, yeah. So we're gonna factor it in today. If I go for a ride, I go for a ride. If I don't, I don't. There's no stress. I'm definitely ride tomorrow. So I will see you when I see you. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it.